Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are talking about how to stop mindless scrolling or doom scrolling and how to break our social media addiction. So I feel like the first step in this whole process is actually admitting to ourselves that we do have an addiction. I feel like for the longest time I would actually be in denial about having this addiction, and I would just justify it by saying, oh, you know, it's completely normal to just go on your phone the first thing in the morning because there's nothing else to do, or there's nothing else to do throughout the day, but I don't have an addiction. I can stop at any time. And oh boy, I was wrong. Because the moment I decided to actually make a change and to stop scrolling on social media so much, this is when I realized how addicted I actually was. Because I recognized as soon as I woke up, the first thing I wanted to do was go on my phone, grab my phone, see what's going on Instagram, see what I had missed on TikTok the night before. And that was actually quite shocking. And this is where it really hit me that something has to change, because I had programmed my mind to be addicted to scrolling, to be addicted to my phone for so many years. And now I have to make a choice. Do I want to continue to live like this? Do I want to continue to waste so much of my precious time with my phone? Or do I want to transform my life and change? And I decided to change because I recognized that scrolling on my phone actually does me more harm than good. Social media is an energy exchange. So the more you scroll, the more you give your precious energy and your precious time away to your phone. But you need all of that beautiful energy for yourself to live in a present moment, to have gratitude for the present moment, to shape your reality, to work on your dreams, to give yourself love. So first we need to have a look at why we actually do have this addiction. And based on my personal experience, I used it as a distraction, as an escapism, because I didn't want to deal with what was going on internally. So with any addiction, we are running away from something. And instead of leaning in, actually facing the problem, dealing with it, and then releasing it, we just want to escape from it. And this is where we have to be honest with ourselves. So you have to ask yourself the same way I had to ask myself, what am I resisting? What am I avoiding? Why do I use this escapism? What is going on in my life that I do not like, that I want to run away from? That is leaning in, and you will get the answer for yourself. For me, it was mainly that I was unhappy with my current circumstances, but instead of actually changing them, I was just feeling so defeated. And I thought if I just scroll on social media, then my mind will be distracted for a while and I don't have to think about my own issues. And then I would look at all of these people who had everything I've ever wanted, and I was comparing myself to them. And then I actually felt so bad about myself afterwards, because one, I knew I just wasted my time. Two, I started to compare myself to other people. And three, it just created all of this incoherence in my body, all of this sadness. And then we always have to remember that we are actually getting programmed on a daily basis the more content we consume. We actually have to be so mindful of what we watch, what we read, what we consume on a daily basis, because that is going to become our reality. And when we are doom scrolling, we can't even remember half of what we've actually just watched. But your subconscious mind remembers, always. Everything you watch that you do not consciously disagree with, it ends up in your subconscious mind and it will play out in your reality. So you might get bombarded with so many fake news, so much incoherence, so much content that actually creates fear in your body, and then you feel anxious all day long and you have no idea why. And it is because you just consumed so much content that created this anxiety for you. So doom scrolling is not only a really useless waste of time, it is also quite harmful, or it can be quite harmful depending on the content you actually consume. So here's everything I did to stop this addiction. So number one, awareness. As always, I had to be honest with myself that I do have an addiction, and then I had to be committed to change. Because without commitment and willpower, we can't do anything. So you have to be committed to changing your life. You have to be committed to stop to doom scroll. So in the beginning, I would set a certain time for me. That was my phone time. And then I was allowed to go on my phone and just do whatever I needed to do, look at whatever I wanted to look at. But I was very mindful about what I wanted to consume. So I thought about what I actually really enjoyed watching on social media, the people I like to watch, the type of content I like to watch. And then I would give myself a certain amount of time every day where I would watch that. I also stopped taking my phone into my bedroom with me. I left it in the living room overnight. I also turned it off overnight, and in the morning I wouldn't turn it on for a few hours. So I would implement a new morning routine that actually benefited me. So I started to exercise, I did my skincare routine, I made myself some breakfast, and then I would go on my phone and check some emails, some messages, but I wouldn't go on social media to scroll. And that has made the biggest difference for me. So kicking this addiction is actually not that difficult, but you have to want to do it. Reducing the amount of time I spend on my phone, turning my phone off, but then still allowing myself some time to watch the content I actually truly enjoyed. So I'm very selective in what I watch now. I don't watch any drama or gossip. I don't watch anything that is creating fear or stress in my body. I don't watch anything where I get programmed to constantly buy new things. So you have to ask yourself what type of content is actually beneficial for you, and then that is what you can consume. And anything that is harmful to you, anything that is programming you in a very negative way, that is what we need to let go of. And you're not doing it for other people, you're doing it for yourself, for your own well-being. And you have to remember your ego is probably programmed to scroll on your phone for hours and hours and hours every single day. So in the beginning, it might be tough because your mind will want you to go on your phone. But this is where you need to have willpower and determination to actually stop doing it. Because you are not your mind. Your mind is simply the program. And because you have programmed it to scroll on your phone for X amount of time, that is what it will want to do. But you are not the mind. So who are you listening to? Because there can't be two of you. There can't be one of you who doesn't want to scroll and one who wants to scroll. So which one is it? Which one do you believe? Which one do you believe is you? The one who wants the best for you, or the one who wants you to stay in an addiction that is not good for you? It's all just about creating awareness and understanding how our mind functions, that our mind is not actually who we are, and we can reprogram it to however we want it to be. So now I don't actually feel the need to constantly be on my phone anymore. I can go hours and hours and hours without checking my phone, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything anymore. And I also decided to address what was actually going on inside of me, what I was avoiding. And once I leaned in and I actually recognized, okay, this is why I'm unhappy with my life. And instead of using an escapism, I'm going to lean in and I'm going to fix the issue. And that is exactly what I did. We can't run away from anything, especially not from ourselves. So the quicker you lean in, the quicker you will find a solution for your current struggles and your current challenges. Doom scrolling and escapism can only get you so far, but true change can only happen when you lean in and you address the problem. And that is all I have for you today. I really hope you found this video helpful. As always, please leave me a comment. I'm sending all of you so much love, and I will talk to you in my next video.